Again, Magma WK, playing one of those Japanese imports for the Super Nintendo. Oh dear. It's the game of Super Live, Super Jinsei game. Oh dear, Magma, you don't know Japanese. No, I don't. But I do know enough how to press A and B. So I want one human player, and that means the other 3 players, have to be computer controlled. So, yes, I am a boy. Yes, I am. And whatever name that means in Japanese, I hope it's not profane. And what do I look like? Well, you will never see me. But I'll give you a general idea of what I looked like when I was a bit younger. I have more of a button nose, if you will, sir. Not a fat nose, a button nose. And, well, my mouth is kind of small. But as for eyes, oh dear, the choices I can make. Let's just try not to dwell on them too much. And my favorite color is red. Hooray! So I can choose one of pre-selected characters as my computer opponents. 2 guys, 2 koalas. Sure, why not? As we go through the various stages of life. Yay, we're in grade school. That means we're awesome. And that means I get to spin the wheel. 1 through 8 moves. And pressing the button to go forward. The directional, or the A button this time. Red squares are bad. Blue squares are good. Yellow squares might be good or bad. So I have a life event. Oh, look at all that great stuff in front of me. Oh dear, Mom's mad. I think I ate something I shouldn't have. And Mom is mad. So the computer goes forth on their life adventure as they hop into a square of nothingness. And along the way, you gain strength, intelligence, and charisma. That can have effect on your job that you'll get later in life, and education. Oh yeah, you also have money. Whoever has the most net worth, of course, wins. It's a little more complex than your average life game, but not too complex, as the computer is gaining education. They're increasing their stats for a small amount of money. Me, on the other hand, I'm just sitting here doing Let's Plays for YouTube, so you can see how well my education did me. Do I have to go that way? Yes, and get a good event happen to me. And yay, I made a friend! That's awesome. As I gain more stats. For free. And we'll go a few more rounds. It does get slightly more. And why you would turn down education for a small amount of money, I don't know. The computer makes odd choices in this game. And oh dear. Somebody done hurt themselves. Or at least that's what I can tell from the pictures and sound effects. Meanwhile, this girl has a revolution and a great birthday. Some people have great birthdays, some don't. Let's not talk about my life as I land in yet another red spot. Just because I'm wearing red doesn't mean I want to land in red spots. Oh dear, something bad happened, and I got the shakes because of it. the shakes will not give you a good shake in life. The game does get more complex, dealing in stocks and bonds as well. And relationships. You could get married and have kids. You could have the game of life. I miss that board game. Someone would always spin that wheel off its peg and onto the game board, causing a great big mess. Speaking of messes, I'm doing this as a bit of a test, and I'm already at 1.3 gigs for only 6 minutes of gameplay, but I have the window the same size as I did on my previous test. Well, a lot of action tends to make for bigger files. As I finally get to middle school, till I want a good school or private school. Private school for a bit more money. And at least I have an intelligence of over 5. I have an intelligence of 7. And of course I age. Thank goodness. And my outfit will change to reflect this. Meanwhile, apparently somebody tried to sing pretending they were in a concert, but they were just irritating Mom instead. Meanwhile, somebody got a present. That means they get stats. That makes no sense to me. Probably doesn't make sense to you either. And I think I'll call this a video at the 7-8 minute mark. I had a... Oh dear. They got in a fight. Couldn't be friends. 8 minutes, 1.7 gigs. As I go into junior high and realize I can choose directions. That will lead me the same way either.